my dream, I was somewhere and I was sitting at a desk, and it had this cabinet in front of it that was on a lazy Susan that would rotate, and I was working on one side, and there was these two women on the other side, one of them who apparently was working with me, and then the other one who was visiting, whom I had met at school or something, or at the Vulcan. And they were both talking, and the woman who had met me was not aware that I was there, and they kept spinning the thing around. And finally I stopped it and I said, "Hey, stop spinning this thing around. I'm trying to work on my side and you keep spinning it." The girl's like, "Oh, hey." And then the girl who I'd met kind of recognized me, but was like unsure. And then I found myself out in front of like a club, and I before that, the girl said, "Oh, how are you connected to the Vulcan? It's weird that you work here and then you're connected to that place." And then I said, "Oh yeah, well, I lived there like 20 years." And then I find myself outside a club, and I go through this door, and the club is just like banging, throbbing, and I think I thought that I was going in there and it was going to be kind of a mellow scene, but it was a dark, throbbing scene, and there was a light pointed at the entrance when I came in, and I couldn't avoid that light. It was just shining in my eyes, and I couldn't see shit. I know there were people standing in front of me that could see me, but I was just squinting and covering my eyes, and I couldn't get my vision together. And I knew that I was also wearing a beanie over my head, so and then I was in that club, and then I managed to get away from the light, and I could start to see people. And then there was a door next to the area that I walked up to, and I guess that was like the dance area, and there was like a bouncer that was guarding it. And the music was just throbbing, and I was like, okay, I don't want to be here. And then so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna bail. And then I went through an exit door, and I guess it was on another side of the building, so it wasn't the way I came in. And then I was like, walked out the exit door, and I was like in the back area in a kind of a neighborhood, and then I was kind of walking around that. That's all I remember.